This episode of Techno Buffalo is brought to you by Shutterstock.com. So up this week on Rumor Roundup, Apple TV is making a comeback. We got a Retina display ready Photoshop CX6 coming hopefully soon. Foxconn lands an order to build Microsoft and Amazon smartphones, and is T-Mobile finally in line to get the freaking iPhone? This is Rumor Roundup. I'm John Rettinger. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's start with the Apple TV. This guy's been rumored for quite a while, and this is not the little Apple TV box. We've had it for a few years. It's the giant freaking set that Apple's been rumored to have had in the labs for many, many moons. It looks like we might actually be having it relatively soon if the main media companies can get together and agree on some sort of content syndication. But it looks like Tim Cook and company won't have to worry about Time Warner. Their CEO hopes for an Apple TV. Time Warner CEO Jeff Bewkes told an audience on Wednesday that he would really like to see an Apple TV come to market, saying, and I quote, "I hope they do. I think Apple's a great device company." Bewkes particularly believes that Apple TV could help improve the TV experience with better interface and navigation skills, at least according to him. Would you pay a couple $1,000 for an Apple TV? Would you really want to upgrade a TV? Certainly it's not like a phone or a tablet that you upgrade every few years. You buy a TV, it usually stays on your wall or stays on your stand for 5, 6+ years. Certainly Apple would be looking at a very slow adoption rate for TVs, but if any company can pull it off, it's probably the folks from Cupertino. So are you a photo editor and you've got one of the brand new Retina display 13 or 15-inch MacBook Pros, but you're stuck in a non-Retina world? Well, evidently Photoshop CS6 with the Retina is going to be coming on December 11th. So Adobe hasn't come out and said it's coming yet. They did publish a teaser video for its Create Now live event, which will take place on that day and shows the what's next for Photoshop. In that video, a CS6 user is working in Photoshop while on a Retina display MacBook Pro, which is noted by 9to5Mac, which clearly suggests the company is planning to support that in the near future. So hopefully high resolution coming to Adobe Photoshop 6. We've been hearing rumors of a Microsoft built smartphone. Certainly started to gain some steam after Microsoft built their own tablets, of course became the Surface, and Amazon after their Kindle Fire line's been flying off the shelves. It looks like those two have actually contracted Foxconn, the makers of all the Apple products, to build their own smartphones. So according to the rumor mill, Foxconn subsidiary Foxconn International Holdings, or FIH, has apparently inked deals with Microsoft and Amazon to build smartphones for both firms. Devices are expected to ship early in the middle of next year, according to Digitimes, which admittedly has a super shaky track record reporting on tech news. Tech pundits have long expected Amazon will eventually build a self-branded smartphone, and Steve Ballmer from Microsoft recently hinted on his own that a company might plan to do the same. So would you want to see smartphones built by these manufacturers? You want to see a Microsoft flagship Windows Phone device? Would be kind of cool to see, although wonder what would happen to poor Nokia. Microsoft paid them a cool billy to get behind Windows Phone. I'm sure that'd be a smack in the face, and then a smack around the other side, and smack and they turn around again. Amazon certainly makes sense. It's a way for them to sell you content and stay in the Amazon ecosystem. We actually did some mock-ups a while back of a Kindle Fire smartphone. I think Amazon could actually make a phone that would work really well. Certainly built on Android and Amazon's App Store. It'll probably be a perfect fit for smartphone world. Microsoft, they got a lot of money. They can put it all behind hardware. They did a tremendous job with the Surface hardware. You could see that same awesome build quality with a phone. If you live in the United States and you are on Sprint, AT&T, or Verizon, you've had the option to pick up an iPhone. If you're on T-Mobile, unfortunately, you have not had the option to walk into a store and pick one up. They've been trying to lure fans over with a Bring Your Own iPhone Unlocked campaign, but people aren't really doing that in droves. And they are losing subscribers quarter over quarter, but it looks like the long iOS drought for T-Mobile might be coming to an end. T-Mobile has repeatedly said that it would like to offer the iPhone, and it may, and I announce may, announce its intentions to do so as early as next week. Merrill Lynch analyst Scott Craig recently sent a note to investors that said, speculation is heightening that the company's parent firm, Deutsche Telekom, will reveal its iPhone intentions during analyst meetings that kick off on December 6th. So maybe your patience will pay off if you're a T-Mobile customer. You might actually be getting the iPhone. Which version of the iPhone? We've yet to be determined. Of course, expect it to be iPhone 5. T-Mobile has been shuttering around their HSPA networks to work on the existing bands that the iPhone 5 and previous versions iPhone support. So you should be getting some pretty fast HSPA plus speeds if it does come to T-Mobile. So let me take a break from all the rumors to thank our friends and sponsors at Shutterstock.com. Do you run a blog? Do you make YouTube videos? Do you run a website or anything that you need pictures and images and videos videos for. They're impossible to find. You can search through Google, but they got watermarks on them. The sizes aren't right, resolutions are low. Shutterstock is a place to go if you need stock image or videos. So if you're looking for stock photos, vectors, illustrations, and video clips, you can sign up for large image packs, monthly subscriptions, or just grab a single image for a blog or mockup. They even offer an enhanced license access in case you want to print an image and get it screened on a t-shirt. Like boom, right here on a t-shirt. Shutterstock.com makes it easy to curate your own galleries and makes searching easier. You can download an image in any size, all for one price. No nickel and diming on that super duper high res stuff. Head on over to Shutterstock.com and install their iPad app. No credit card needed. To find the images you want, use offer code TECHNO11 to get 30% off any package. Again, offer code TECHNO11, get 30% off any package. Thank you to our friends at Shutterstock. Thank you guys for watching another episode of Rumor Roundup. We are back every week rounding up every rumor right here on Techno Buffalo and Revision 3. And of course, check us out at technobuffalo.com for the latest and greatest tech news. I'm John Rettinger. I'll see you next video. Bye-bye.